Sons of Ram is a faithful retelling of a favorite Amar Chitrakatha tale. Amar Chitrakatha's legacy and heritage of storytelling has been preserved and built upon in this new film.
I just remember when I was a kid, I had lots of comics and lots of them were ACKs, you know. There was sometimes an incentive to have meals because I get to read my ACK comic with my meals. To be able to execute and tell an ACK story, you know, it's amazing. That I can't believe that, you know, one is in this position to do that. Sons of Ram is not about gods or goddesses or kings. It's about a family. It's about a family which loves each other but is torn apart for various reasons: society, misunderstandings, ego, and they're trying to get back together. And can they? Will they?
The story is as there in the mythology, but we had to make it contemporary so that it has a wider appeal to our viewers.
One of the first things that I noticed when I was looking at various versions of Love Kush stories, whether it be in live action, animation, I found the characters themselves, the protagonists, very similar to each other. I saw no point of having two characters. You know, if you're having two characters, might as well, you know, give them some distinct personalities.
The character that I played, Love, is more, you know, like quiet and composed. He thinks about it, you know, 5, 6 times, 10 times maybe before he does something. And he's always got a plan, he's always got a solution. And, you know, he's always worked things out.
Kush, I really feel he is on his toes all the time. You can feel the energy in him, you can feel the enthusiasm, but he's this innocently brash character, you know, if I can put it that way. He's impatient, he's impulsive, he's full of life. He's one of those melodramatic characters, but naturally melodramatic. It is in his blood.
So we surrounded these kids, Love and Kush, with a whole gang of friends. And they all have their specific purpose. There's a smart shooter, there's the troublemaker, there's the one who is the voice of reason, you know, the peacemaker. So every character has a part to play in the film. Then we have a very mature adult relationship that needs a lot of figuring out between Ram and Sita.
At that particular point in her life, she's got this great big secret that she's holding, and her sons are questioning her, and she does not know how to express to them without hurting them. The Sita song, for instance, actually it's about the angst that Sita is going through. You know, she's carrying this heavy burden of having to play so many different roles and be a mother to their kids in a way.
I can't wait much longer. I'm not getting stronger. How long? Till I'm free to be.
The pre-production for Sons of Ram was entirely done in-house at ACK, where we figured out the style, the story, the art direction. I have an amazing crew of artists who worked very closely with me to help figure out this whole thing. So in the process, we did a lot of research and in terms of Indian designs, and we went through everything from miniature paintings to Ajanta Ellora cave paintings and Madhubani art. Somewhere down the line, we did strike a balance, and you feel this Indianness with a balance with a lot of appeal, which is rarely seen in design. We also did that additional thing of actually creating maquettes. It's a very old school approach where one sculpts these characters, and so one has a good idea of the design and how it flows in different dimensions. And then we took all this information and passed it to an amazing studio in Malaysia who did the actual production work for the film. And we've used beautiful 2D animation, which is a rarity for some reason.
Kushal has turned in a beautiful film, and when we started to look at the rushes, we said, we have to bring this to theaters. Now, the animation quality is fantastic. These are international animators, but what we're knowing now is that film today in animation has to be in 3D.
Well, stereoscopic 3D is the future of entertainment. The entire experience becomes much more immediate, much more immersive for the audiences. It's a much more fulfilling experience for the audiences, where things actually come out and reach you out of the screen. You can actually perceive depth which is going on into the horizon.
Let me make one thing very clear. It's animation, but it's not a children's film. It's a family film. Everybody needs to watch it. Everybody should watch it. Come out, give it a chance, and I'm guaranteed you're going to love it.
This is just the beginning. We're going to see a whole slew of film and additional television properties. The brand is so beloved here in India, and we know that audiences, just like readers have been, are going to flock to the theater.
We look forward to you joining us in this magical journey down the memory lane of India's heritage and up ahead in the future of India.
Keep looking out for us. We're going to come back with lots more stuff in the future.